Hey, I'm Ray and this is The Kitchen. Today we're talking about kitchen gift ideas under $25. So items for the kitchen can range from inexpensive to very expensive. Today's gift guide is going to be under $25, which you can still get a lot of kitchen gifts under that $25 mark. And some of them are quite inexpensive where you could bundle a handful of them together to give as a gift. So anything I mentioned today, I'm going to link down below. And if there's anything I don't touch on that you know is a great kitchen gift under $25, leave a link down in the comments below so that people watching can also see it. To start off, we're going to start with linens. There are some really cute dish towels that you can find. No matter the style of the person that you're gifting them to, you'll be able to find something. If you are not an online shopper, there are a lot of options at maybe even your regular grocery store or TJ Maxx or Marshall's, or maybe you even have a local cooking store that you could stop by and find something. Cloth napkins. Using cloth napkins kind of makes the dinner or whatever meal you're eating feel a little fancier, and you can save money buying napkins or paper towels, and you just toss them in the washer. So I would recommend cotton and ones that you can just toss in the washer and toss in the dryer. Same as with dish towels. With cloth napkins, you can make your own. If you go to Joann's or Michael's or wherever else you can buy fabric, if you are crafty, you can buy the fabric and sew them into cloth napkins. Next up, washcloths. Not very exciting. However, the ones I'm going to recommend to you are a little different. These are Swedish dishcloths. They are made from, what are they made from? So these ones are made of cellulose. So 70% tree pulp, 30% high-grade cotton. They're 100% biodegradable and compostable. The fun thing about these is you can get them in all sorts of different designs. These ones are all pretty neutral, kind of plant themed, but you can get all sorts of different colors and designs. The first one I got had a bunch of different teacups on it. So as you can see, they don't look like a dishcloth, but you get them wet and then they get all soft. It's all I use now. It's my preferred dishcloth. They're machine washable. I just toss them in the washing machine and I lay them flat to dry. Big fan. Next gift idea is a cute hot pad or set of hot pads. So I have these. This one's my favorite. There are 3 others that go with it, but these are probably over or about a decade old, so I don't know if you could actually find these still. And these are also a material that I can just throw this in with the laundry, so easy to clean, and they're cute and they're fun. But again, you can get all sorts of different designs. If you want something that's a little more classy, they're out there. To go along with that, you can also get silicone versions. This is super easy to clean. You wipe it off. It's grippy. And the one nice thing is sometimes when you have a fabric one, there's nothing to grip your pan with. And I feel a little extra security when I'm grabbing a hot pan with a grippy hot pad. But also you can use it as a trivet. And going to trivets, if you've never heard of a trivet, it's just something that you can set hot pans on your counter, on your table. This is a collapsible trivet. You just fold the legs in. It's fun. And as you can see, they come in fun colors. Carrying on with protecting your hands from hot pans, this is a Lodge cast iron handle protector. This one is silicone. Getting hot pans out of the oven, of course you can use a hot pad, or you can use a variety of oven mitts. This one is a Rachel Ray one. It is all a silicone material on the outside, and then it's a fabric on the inside. So the nice thing about these is they are all grippy. So like I was saying with my red hot pad, I feel confident that I'm gripping whatever I'm holding on to. I do recommend, if you're gonna gift oven mitts, I would get 2. so that you can use both hands for those bigger pans. And you can get a whole bunch of different designs. This one is quite practical because it's just like a glove. You have a lot more mobility with your fingers. Also, this white part is grippy. I will say, I do feel the heat come through these when I have to hold on to a pan for a long time. For my coffee and tea drinkers out there, you can spend a lot of money on a lot of the things I'm gonna show you. But like I said at the beginning, there are cheaper options. So for my coffee folks, a French press. So this one is just glass. It's not insulated at all. You can buy bigger ones, smaller ones. You don't have to use electricity, and you just put in coarsely ground coffee, and then you put hot water in there, give it a little stir, wait about 3 minutes, and then the fun part is you get to plunge it down. If you're used to like a 10 or 12 cup coffee pot, this is going to be too small for you. But if it's just you or you and one other person, French press might be a great idea. And people say that French press is a step up in the quality of your coffee from a traditional electric coffee pot. So give it a go. To go along with that, of course, some cute coffee mugs would be awesome. This is an Anchor Hawking brand coffee mug, and this came in a set of 4. But I mean, here's a cute little pumpkin mug, and it's very minimalistic, so I can use it like all year round. It's not just like only autumn. There's a plethora of cute coffee and tea mugs that you can find out there. Another option would be to get your person an assortment of coffees, or buying them their favorite coffee or tea, a sample pack of tea or their favorite tea. Or you can also get fun little tea diffusers in different shapes and everything. So this one just looks like a leaf, and then it has this little saucer for you to set this on once you've used it. And then this part is silicone, so it is heat resistant. And then the little basket just kind of pops off, and you put your loose leaf tea in there, and then you put your handle on there, and then you just drop it in. Sticking with beverages, but going a little bit more of the alcoholic route, if you are looking for a gift for someone who likes to experiment with their drinks, I have a couple cool options. So this book, Tequila Mockingbird, this little book just has a whole bunch of different cocktails that you can make. One Flew Over the Cosmos Nest, Gin Air, Crime and Punish Mint, Lord of the Mai Tais, The Sound and the Slurry, the Joy Luck Soda Club. Just a cute little book, fun little gift. To go along with that, maybe you could buy them a jigger. So this is to measure your liquors in. And this one, some of them you can have like the two-sided ones. This side is for measurements, and this one's just stainless steel. And perhaps a shaker. So this one comes in 2 parts. So you have the base of your shaker where you would put your ice and everything else on top. And then this glass top, which I think you could actually use to drink out of. It has cocktail recipes on it. So Long Island iced tea, kamikaze, electric lemonade, appletini, cosmopolitan, and then it has the recipe on it. So that's pretty cute and fun. And then it has your ounce measuring lines behind it. So you can just measure, put your ice and everything in here. And then it has a silicone rim around the glass. And so you can just go ahead and shake it. But that could be a fun, cute little set. It might be over your $25 range, but options. And then for maybe your beer drinkers, you can find some cute little bottle openers. So this one is a bell. It's actually not the most practical bottle opener I have, but it's a lot of fun. But there are a lot of cute bottle opener options. Wine keys for your wine drinkers out there. Again, you can get them in a whole bunch of different colors. This one, this blue one, only has bottle opener there, and then it has your corkscrew there. Oh, it does have a knife. Okay. This was gonna be my one qualm about this one, is it has a little knife here, which is great for getting the foil off the top of a bottle of wine. This is just a different version of one. Safety first, everyone. And then I have this cute little wine aerator. You just plug this into your wine bottle, and then it has a little section. I don't even know the mechanics of this. It's just a cute little wine bottle, wine aerator, and then this is in like a coppery rose gold color. So again, something else that you can get in a bunch of different colors. And then to top it off, quite literally, you can get some fun reusable wine stoppers. So if your person is a wine person, you can get them just a little kit from start to finish. You have your wine key, and then your aerator, and then your topper. A meat thermometer. So big fan. This is battery operated, great for if you're cooking a lot of meat or even bread. The vegetable peeler. If you're peeling potatoes, peeling carrots, peeling apples, a handheld vegetable peeler can be great. The pizza cutter. Again, another tool that you can find in a whole bunch of different varieties. This one is just a pretty classic pizza cutter. The cookie scoop. This cookie scoop comes in a bunch of different sizes. You can get a lot smaller ones, you can get a lot bigger ones. This one is kind of medium size. I use this all the time for my cookies. But also if you get a larger one, that could be great for portioning out like mashed potatoes or such. It's just really handy because it has the little swivel thing on the inside that helps plop your stuff out of it. One of my favorite kitchen utensils. To go along with the gifts for people who like to make cocktails is a muddler. So as you can see, it has studs on it, and this would be if you're muddling, I don't make cocktails, fruit peel, mint leaves. So a muddler could be a great addition to a little gift bundle for someone who is a cocktail drinker. The microplane. So I have a nice little protective sheath on here, but this is for if you're going to be zesting fruit or grating harder cheeses like Parmesan. Then we have the metal spatula. So this is great for getting like bars out of a pan. It's nice and narrow, so it's great for serving. And I love that it's dishwasher safe. Some metal spatulas will come with a wooden handle, so anything that I can just throw in the dishwasher makes me happy. On to baking. I'll start out with a cookbook. This is Taste of Home's Bake Shop cookbook. There are plenty of cookbooks out there that you would be able to find in your $25 range. So this one is specifically desserts, which is so exciting. And I will say, there are a lot of pictures, which I appreciate. To go with your baking, you're gonna need measuring tools. So a set of measuring spoons. You can get one that is just these 4, and then you can get sets that have a lot more than just 4 or 5. Some of those that have more than just 4 or 5 may also have these mini ones, a dash, a pinch, a smidge, and a tad, which maybe you thought were just loosey-goosey terms for how much, but allegedly there's an exact measurement. And of course you need measuring spoons. So I have this 4-pack of stainless steel measuring spoons. Of course you can get plastic ones. Again, I'm not worried about if I bend them, they're not gonna be easy to break. I can throw them in the dishwasher. And again, you can get larger sets. This one has just 4. I have the cup, the half cup, the third cup, and the quarter cup. And then we have the glass measuring cup. Is this technically a liquid measuring cup? This is a 2 cup. You can also get mini ones. I think there's a 1 cup and then there's a 4 cup. I definitely, if you're gonna buy one of them, 2 cup or the 4 cup, because those are gonna cover more bases than the small one. And then something that you may not use very often, but every once in a while it comes in handy, is the funnel. So this one is a narrow funnel. You can get wide mouth funnels, which is great if you're doing canning, or if it just makes transferring food from like pot to container a lot easier. You can also get mini funnels, which are great if you buy like spices in bulk and then you funnel them into your smaller spice containers. And then if we're baking, what are we mixing everything together in? Mixing bowls. I like the idea of having 3 sizes, a small, medium, and large. Plastic is great because you can put it in the microwave and the dishwasher. However, you can also do those with a glass one. But if you're gonna get a set of glass mixing bowls, that probably falls into my next gift guide category. So I will have the $25 to $50 gift guide linked down below once that goes live. So if you don't find something in this gift guide, it may just be because on average it costs more than $25, so I'm going to put it in a different gift guide category. However, I was able to find sets of stainless steel mixing bowls in the 25 and under category. You can't go wrong with some good mixing bowls. If your person likes to bake, we may need some baking vessels. So I have a set of 4 mini bread pans. These I bought at my grocery store. Your grocery stores probably have an aisle of cooking utensils and vessels, along with a whole bunch of pans and probably some pots as well. And they're usually at a pretty decent price. Now, I will disclaim, just whatever's in this $25 and under may not be the best quality. Maybe your person is not a bread maker, but maybe they're a muffin or a cupcake maker. So you can get mini ones, you can get medium, regular size ones, or you can probably find a jumbo muffin tin at the store. One thing that I don't have, which I would like to try using, is silicone muffin liners. So they're reusable, you can bake with them because they're heat resistant silicone, and I think that's great if you're someone who makes a lot of muffins, a lot of cupcakes, then you don't have to keep buying muffin liners. Next up, we have the aluminum 9x13 casserole dish. I use this as a casserole dish. I like to make bars in here. I like to just use this to transport food from place to place. So a very versatile option. And then baking sheets, cookie sheets, jelly roll pans. This one is, I think it's technically a jelly roll pan. My mom always called this the jelly roll pan, so I'm calling it the jelly roll pan. It has been loved. That's why it is stained. It has been loved. And these are great. I could make a small sheet cake on here. I use this when I'm roasting vegetables or making like a sheet pan meal. I make my cookies on here. Going in line with silicone muffin liners, and then your cookie sheet, nonstick baking mat, nonstick food grade silicone, no need for oil or cooking sprays, oven safe up to 480 degrees, reusable, easy to clean. And I'm gonna open this with you guys now. They do say hand wash only with warm soapy water. But this is what it looks like. Let's see how it fits. Oh, it's absolutely perfect. Look at that. That's fun. Prepping our ingredients. You're going to need cutting boards. I'm a big fan of cutting sheets. I have Pampered Chef baking sheets. I have these small ones. These are about 10.5 inches lengthwise, but Pampered Chef also has large ones. So this one is just over 15 inches. So as you can see, they're bendy, they lay flat. The back of them is grippy. Mine still move even though they have this sticky backside to them. Now, another fun idea is a fun cutting board. So this one was made by a family friend, and so I can't give you the link to this one exactly, but there are a ton of fun cutting boards out there. Even if they don't use them, it's a cute little decorative piece. After we prep our ingredients, we need utensils. So this is my utensil holder. Another item that there are a ton of fun different sizes, designs, colors, but what's also important is what's inside. Spatulas, I like that they are silicone, they're heat resistant, and I also like that there's no split between the spatula itself and the handle, because that part is really hard to clean, and then like some of them you can remove the top part, and I don't like that, but I do like these. A whisk, a potato masher, tongs, I like ones that can lock. These ones also have silicone tips on them. Flippers, you can get wide ones, you can get even wider ones than this. Wooden spoons, now you can get a whole bunch of different colors and you can find wooden spoons in a whole bunch of different price ranges, but you can get very inexpensive wooden spoons. A ladle, you don't use it often, but you will use it if you're cooking. A pair of kitchen shears. You totally don't need a pair of kitchen shears. I wanted them. This is a very inexpensive pair of kitchen shears. They're just KitchenAid brand. They come with a little plastic sheath so that I can just protect the tip of the blade. So I like to use these when I'm cutting up, say, green onions or if you happen to be someone who likes to spatchcock a chicken, which you're cutting out its spine before it's cooked, kitchen shears can be very handy. I like the control that it gives over a knife, like when it comes to spatchcocking a chicken. And then we have to clean up. So I just have this simple little caddy that I keep on the edge of my sink, and it keeps one scrubby sponge, a bottle brush, and a straw brush. So just something little. I have another fun cookbook for you. It is the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook. I have not cooked anything out of this yet, but I plan to. Interestingly enough, they don't have a butterbeer recipe in here. So there's Good Food with Bad Relatives, Delights Down the Alley, Treats from the Train, Recipes from a Giant and an Elf, The Favorite Cook's Dishes, Breakfast Before Class, Lunch and Dinner in the Dining Hall, Desserts and Snacks at School, Holiday Fare, Treats in the Village. I need to double check that if they didn't put a butterbeer recipe in here. That's crazy. No butterbeer. Crazy. If you know someone who likes to come up with their own recipes, or they like to print off recipes, a recipe keeper might be a good gift for them. I know a lot of us look on the internet for our recipes, but I like to have something in front of me. And sometimes that's my phone, but I like having a piece of paper there. This is just a digital timer, and you just turn it to whatever time, and then you press the start button. So this one is magnetic too, so you can just pop it on your fridge. There are a ton of fun different timers out there. You can have like egg timers that are the old school white ones, or you can have a stainless steel one, or you can have an egg timer that looks like a chicken. Lots of fun options. But other things that I have on my list that I don't currently have. One is a spoon holder, and this goes either on your stove or next to your stove for when you're cooking or you're sauteing and you have a utensil that is going in and out of your pan. You can just rest your spoon or your spatula or whatever onto the spoon holder, and your spoon holder gets dirty instead of your counter. Next is kind of fun if your person that you're gifting likes to host, for example. A nice cheese board with some cheese knives. So a nice little set. A couple baking dishes that I couldn't show you because they're being occupied right now are the 8x8 or the 9x9 square baking pans. And you can get these in glass or aluminum versions. And any bowls or containers, like your 9x9, 8x8, 9x13 mixing bowls, I recommend getting versions that have lids on them. This is just easier for storage and travel. A fun baking dish, a donut pan. So you can make your own donuts at home and you don't need to deal with the frying. A bench scraper. So say you are dicing onion or dicing some vegetable, or you're dealing with the dough on your counter. Oftentimes in the vegetable example, I'll use the side of my knife to scrape up the vegetables and put them into my pan or into my bowl, and I don't think that's good for the blade, and it may not be great for your hand either. Again, for hosting, if you found someone a cute serving platter, when you have leftovers after you cook or the remnants of your baking, storage containers. So this can range out of the $25 budget, but you can find decent like small sets of plastic containers. And again, if you want to spend more, glass is a great option. But you don't have to give someone only one thing. Like if you found a glass container, maybe you could pair a couple things with it to create just a nice little gift set. An oil dispenser. Most of the olive oil I buy has a pretty big spout. I like to be able to drizzle the olive oil. It's harder to do that right out of a big spout of your olive oil bottle. If your person likes avocado, maybe an avocado slicer would come in handy. You just kind of scrape through your avocado half, and then you have your sliced avocado. A collapsible silicone colander. So colanders are great if you want to rinse off some fruit or veggies, or if you want to drain pasta. I don't like how much room they take up for how often I use it, but a collapsible silicone one would be great because it just takes up a lot less space. You might be able to find some fun spice sets or maybe a fun sauce underneath the $25 budget. Cooking stores, you can usually find them there, or you could easily find some online. For the coffee and tea people, a milk frother. A garlic press for when you want minced garlic fresh, but you don't want your hands to smell like garlic for the next 3 days, and it's just a little faster. Cooling racks for when you take a dish out of the oven, or you need your cookies off your baking sheet so you can make more cookies. A food scale to go along with maybe a sink caddy, maybe a drying mat or rack. I'm a fan of drying mats because they look like less clutter on my kitchen counter. And last but not least, a pastry brush. You can get silicone ones or natural fiber pastry brushes. So I definitely did not end on the most exciting of the under $25 gift ideas for the kitchen, but I think there's a lot to work with here. So you can buy a handful of things, you can buy one thing, you can package some of them together. I like the idea of a nice little gift bundle, but like I said at the beginning, if there's anything I didn't mention that you know falls under $25 that would be a great kitchen gift idea, drop what it is and a link to it down below in the comments so everyone else can check it out if they're interested. I will have links to everything down below. Thank you for watching. Happy gift giving. And I want you to know that Jesus loves you and Jesus loves whomever you're giving your gift to, and he wants a relationship with you and them. So I'll leave a passage of scripture down below in the show notes / description if you're interested. If you liked this gift guide, or if you have a little bit more money to spend, you may want to check out one of these 2 other priced kitchen gift categories. Thanks for watching.